I'm Dr. Eres Soref, and we are at another Pod for Israel. This time around, it's particularly special for me, both because we are at the NRB conference, but also because I'm with a very, very good friend of many years, a hero of the faith. In my eyes, Haroun Ibrahim. Shalom, Haroun.
Shalom, 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 Eres.
It's so nice to be together and to connect again. Haroun, you are, as I said, an inspiration for me and I think many, many other people.
Thank you. You are to me
Because you
too.
are a pioneer in the ministry to Muslims and the Arab people. Can you just share very briefly about your background and your walk with the Lord?
Yeah, well, with joy, I would represent myself. I would tell my background. Eres, I'm from Abu Ghosh, which is your
Right
neighbor
on.
town. Abu Ghosh is Kiryat Yarim of the Bible, where the Arch of the Covenant was for more than 20
That's
years.
right.
King David ordered that to be there. So I was born in Jerusalem. I was born in an Israeli Arab family, a Muslim family. So I was born in a Muslim family. My father had 11 children. He died young. I'm really so sad to say that. So I grew up since 8 years old until I met my becoming wife in Israel, in the kibbutz. And so I moved out of Israel already 1979. And since then, I'm in Finland.
You still retained your very good Hebrew, though.
Well, I speak Hebrew. Yes, I studied Hebrew in a Hebrew school. So, and I visit Israel a lot. I have so many Israeli friends. I'm an Israeli. So yes, the word Arab is just like the cosmetic there. But I am very much Israeli.
And how did you hear about the Lord? I mean, you're Muslim and in a foreign country.
I was born in a Muslim family, but I've never been a devoted Muslim.
Right.
But when I met my future wife, she was a Christian, and I moved to Finland 1979, and then 1970. In 1980, I moved there again to be permanent in Finland. And after 5 years, her being Christian, devoted Christian, and me being very secular Muslim, I met somebody in the street who challenged me, and he said to me, "Can we speak about God?" And I said, "Sure. Yeah, I'm a Muslim, and I studied in a Jewish school, and my wife is Christian, so I'm covered.
You got all bases covered.
I have all these three." And then he said, "No, you are not going to heaven without Jesus in your heart." And I said that, "Wow, that's not nice." He said, "Oh, it's not me who said that, it's Jesus." And I said, "Where?" Then he showed me the book of the Gospel of John, and I went home and I read the Gospel of John during maybe 2 weeks, less, 7 times in a row. And I fall in love with somebody called Jesus. And I said, "Yo, you know what? I really have to think about it." And I was for 3 months just searching, thinking, even sometimes I could not sleep. And I had to make the decision to accept him as my Redeemer or just reject him. And so I did.
Well, that's amazing. And we're going to talk about your book, but all the details, many more details are in the book.
Much more details. It's in this book. It's a book that I just released this year.
Right. I want to talk about that in just a second, but you are, since you started following the Lord, God has used you to really reach millions and billions of Muslim people around the world. Can you share a little bit about the calling, about the drive, about why you're doing this?
I used to be a chef in an Italian restaurant in Finland, and I went to a conference where somebody said at that time Muslims were 950 million. He said that 950 million Muslims are going to hell, and you are sitting here. And every time he said that, he pointed his finger, and I felt that he's pointing to me. Even after the ceremony, I went and I said to him, "Why you point your fingers to me?" He said, "Oh, I didn't." I said, "Okay." So I understood it was from the Lord. And I quit my job right there. And I decided to go and start ministry reaching Muslims. I met effective immediately after that somebody who said to me that use media. And with media, you can reach more Muslims than ever before. And so I started with producing radio programs. 5 years later, I started with TV ministry. I was invited by the government of Sudan to help the Christians produce TV shows. And I went there. First, I was really lucky because I was born in Israel, so that's a crime for the Sudanese government.
Right.
Second, I was a Muslim background believer, converted from Islam.
That's a big crime.
That's another crime. They could have cut me to pieces. And the third, which is the funniest, I didn't know anything about TV. I promised to do that. So I went after that. I said to a friend of mine, hey, can you please help me? Train me in TV so I can help these people. And this is how it started.
Amazing. And today you lead Al Hayat channel.
It's 24/7 with satellite. We're reaching the North Africa, Europe, the Arab Peninsula, the Middle East, and then through the internet all over the world.
Well, and in your book, I think you also share about many miracles that happen along the way. This is the book of the year in 2024 in Finland. And so this kind of shares your story. And
yeah, this is it's been voted, the public votes winner of the Christian Book of the Year 2024.
Wonderful. Well, and we're going to have it, One for Israel will have it on our bookstore. So if you'd like to get Haroon's book and learn more about this amazing ministry, you can log into our bookstore and get it. Haroon, one more question that I think is more sensitive, but you know, Israel has been engaged in a very, very hard war, and there's been tremendous amount of responses around the world, and I think Israelis as Jews around the world as well, not just in Israel, but tremendous feeling of isolation. Everybody's against us, you know, demonstrations in New York, Toronto, Australia, Europe, death to the Jews, a lot of hate, and you know, what is your take on it, and especially what's going on in the Arab world? How is this viewed in the Arab world? What do you think about it?
Well, first of all, we have to understand that Israel have many friends and good friends among the Arab people. Many followers of Yeshua that pray for Israel. October 7 was a terrible thing where the terrorist organization Hamas attacked against humanity and then against the Jewish people. I think that it is really disaster. Unfortunately, some of even Arab Christians, they're not ready to condemn what Hamas is doing. But if you have a sense of humanity, you have to condemn it, because Hamas is not only against the Jewish people, is not only against Israel, but it is against the Palestinians themselves as well.
They're the main victims.
The main victims. And Hamas is not really nationalism. They don't have that. Hamas is the Islamic Brotherhood. Their agenda is only the whole world against the authority of Islam, which is not the religion of peace.
Not in any way. I mean, we can see that. But, you know, I'm often asked, and people ask me, well, what do you think is the hope for the Middle East? And, you know, I always say to people, well, we at One for Israel, we celebrate this day in and day out because we have both Arab staff members and Arab students and Jewish staff members and Jewish students. And together in the Messiah, in Yeshua, in Jesus, we experience brotherhood. And, you know, you and I are sitting here. Let's tell our people, what is the hope for the Middle East?
Before I say my opinion about that, I want to say to any Jewish across the globe, especially to the Israelis, you are not alone.
Thank you.
We are with you. Our heart is with you. The second thing, I'm an Israeli as well, so I can say that to myself. I am not alone. I know that. And what the other answer for you is that, you know, we've been trying as an Israeli and as a country to have peace with the Arabs, with nations around us. And it works sometimes. It doesn't work most of the times. And even the Camp David peace agreements, the Oslo peace agreements, there is a better agreement of Peace, and that is signed by the blood of the Prince of Peace.
Amen.
Yeshua, who died for both of us, for Israelis and for Arabs, for the Jews and for the Gentiles. And only this peace can last. And that's why when we believe in Yeshua, our hearts are just not anymore no Arab and no Greek, no Jews. Our hearts belongs to the same Father. That's why this peace is everlasting.
Amen. Amen to that. Thank you so much, Haoun.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm blessed to be your guest.
And for all those watching and all those that are listening to us, pray for peace in the Middle East that is only possible through Yeshua, the Prince of Peace. And this is why our logo states the best way to bless Israel and the Middle East is with Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah. Thank you, shalom, and may God bless you.